James Flynn, that was some comeback yesterday evening in Drumshanbo against Leitrim Gaels. What was going through your head early in the game when that big deficit kind of opened up for you?
I suppose in one case a bit of a deja vu. We kind of, in the previous two games, we had kind of fell asleep at certain points. In the Hamilton game, it was the last 5-6 minutes. Leitrim Gaels, it was 10 minutes before half time, and yesterday we just didn't seem to get attacking right and didn't seem to get any flow into our game, and the points were going in, and then the very sloppy goal that we gave away, it was our own mistake that led to it, so frustrating, I suppose, was the best way of putting it.
What changed from your point of view in terms of really kind of getting into that game in that second quarter?
I think definitely we just started applying more numbers to attack and just going at them. We were a bit static, coming out with defence, I thought, and kind of running in single numbers, as opposed to like we started running and giving off the ball and lots of lads coming off the shoulder, and it just seemed to cause them trouble, and they started having to foul us, and that got us back into the game then.
And you're a veteran of plenty of championship campaigns for Allen Gaels. Everyone laughs when I say that, but in terms of the overall impact over the years, you've been playing probably the best part of 2 decades, you've been involved in that team. Games like last night, 9 points yourself in the game, how much of an impact, how nice is it to still be making that kind of an impact at this stage of your career?
Well, I suppose, at the time you don't really think about it, but like if you go back a few months, you were kind of wondering whether I'd play at all, and the lockdown and everything, and it's just great to be able to play football, and as you say, I suppose have a bit of an impact in it. I suppose moving closer to the bench, as the fellas is the last number of the team, so but it's great to be able to play. It's it's enjoyable, and even yesterday the kids being able to watch at home on YouTube, and that's brilliant, so.
How does it compare at that age in your life where you have the kids at home old enough to know what's going on with daddy playing on TV, and then the guys beside you are maybe closer to their age than your age at 17, 18, 19? How does that does that go even through your head, or is it just another game?
No, it's just another game. I mean, yesterday was a local derby, a lot of in-laws who claim to be Leitrim Gaels people, and so I suppose there was a lot of slagging coming my way if we didn't make sure they didn't get the bragging rights out of it, so that was kind of going through my head surely in the last minute of the game. All right.
Of course, sending off in the first half probably had a big impact on the game. Yeah. From an Allen Gaels point of view, what was going through your head when that happened?
Well, I think we were getting a foothold in the game, and we were certainly putting them under pressure at that point. As I said, we were attacking in numbers, and it was causing them trouble, and certainly the sending off probably did have a big impact, because he was catching a lot of ball in the middle of the field, and he was after scoring a great point off his left, and it certainly it gave us a lift, no doubt about it, but I think we were coming into the game as it was anyway.
Now you talk about having in-laws, Leitrim Gaels. You're not that far from Leitrim Village yourself. It's just over the hill behind you. You're probably closer to Leitrim Village than you are at Drumshanbo. So in terms of the local rivalry, you're stuck bang smack in the middle of it yourself.
Oh, absolutely. At least I'm the right side of the river, as the fellas says. But no, it's great to be involved in occasions like that. And going into the shop and meeting lads, and like I suppose Leitrim. We'll say the village people were very confident going into the game on Saturday, because of their great victory in the first day out against Kinlaw, and we lost to Kinlaw. So, I think a lot of the supporters felt they were coming up to Drumshanbo to send us down, and, they nearly did, but we made it a bit closer, I think, than they thought it was going to be,
I think a lot of neutrals have been looking at that last round of games yourselves. It's your only game that's left against Drumreilly. Depending on how fixtures go, it's going to be winner take all for that last quarter-final spot in the group. Potentially, that's probably how it's going to work out. What's the thoughts in Allen Gaels kind of up to now? Has that kind of been the focus, and was last night a bonus, or was last night a game that you felt that you had a good chance of winning as well?
Oh, definitely, it was a game we thought we had a good chance of winning. Definitely, I mean, even the Kinloch game, like Hamilton, we missed 5 goal chances. If we took 2 of them, we would have drew the game. But the Kinloch, as I said, we fell asleep for 10 minutes, and that cost us the game. Last night we fell asleep for 26 minutes. But no, definitely, it's going down now. Drumreilly at home, as you say, so there's going to be nothing easy down there. Like the last time we played them in Championship, it was a draw. The best the time before that, so they won't be fearing us going down to them, and it'll be knockout championship, and a lot of people are looking for knockout championship to come back, so they'll have it in 2 weeks' time with lots of things.
In terms of the overall feel within the club and the mood within the club, what are things like, I suppose, before and after the game last night?
Well, I think initial reaction, I suppose, after the game was a bit of relief and, content that we got a draw out of it. I suppose ultimately, it was a better result for Leitrim Gaels than it was for us, because it probably maintains their senior status, whereas we have to go and get a result against Drumshanbo. But I think the one thing, like in the games that we played, we've kept going to the end. We showed a lot of fight to come back against Kinlaw. We showed a lot of fight to come back yesterday. Like, we could have imploded, really. We were 8 points down, and we showed great character, I think, to come back and dig deep. And that was the big thing that we took out of last night. That we dug deep and got a result.
In terms of the actual structure of the championship, though, only one team of the 10 go down. So even if you do finish into that bottom spot, there's still a playoff against a team in the other side of the draw. I know you don't want to think about that, but have you had a look at the other side of the draw, either for potential playoff opponents or, in a more favourable manner, the quarter-final opposition?
Not really. We just focused on who we had to play and go out and win. And we get to the quarter-final in, and whoever comes out in the draw, or the numbers add up, that's who you take on. We'll worry about that stage when we get to it, but...
Is there anybody you'd like?
No, I couldn't care less, to be honest, as long as we're there,
Well, listen, well done last night. Great comeback. On a personal note, fantastic to see you rolling back the years and sticking over 9 points out of 110. It's a huge achievement for any player, and the very best of luck in that winner-take-all clash with Drumshanbo in 2 weeks' time.
Cheers. Thanks very much, Breifne.